My name is Andrzejewski. I'm the CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com. And today we've got a really exciting segment called Ripoff of the Week. Very excited to present our findings from this week on the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program. Before we get into this, I just want to talk a little bit about our mission. You know it. It's called, very simply summarized, Every Dime Online in Real Time. Last year, our auditors filed 41,000 open records requests on nearly every single substantial public body in the entire country, so you can follow the money and so we can hold the political class accountable for tax and spend decisions. Before we get started here today, I just want to introduce my co-host. Her name is Tamara Colbert. Tamara, take it away.
Hi, Adam. Thanks so much. This Ripoff of the Week is such a great segment. Last week we had some fantastic interaction. This week, talking about the Paycheck Protection Program, and Open the Books auditors hard at work as ever, tirelessly going through every single detail to find out the scoops. We know, Adam, trillions of dollars have already been spent on this, but you know, this is the question. What we need to share with the audience. Has Open the Books applied for or taken any paycheck protection money?
No, Tamara, we don't accept any public funds, no government money, period. Now, our in-house auditor, our CPA, told us that we could have qualified for up to $300,000. And we said, no, we're not going to even consider it. We're not applying for it. That would compromise our mission. We can't be funded by government if we're going to hold government accountable. No money in this program.
Exactly. So you highlighted some of these details in your Forbes piece that came out this week and is trending on Forbes opinion page. Now, what's interesting, how in the world we managed to make the Wall Street Journal editorial page as well because of this interactive mapping tool. Can you share that and talk a little bit about that?
Well, we were thrilled to be on the editorial page of the Wall Street Journal in a board editorial 2 days ago on Tuesday, where they showcased, I believe it was actually yesterday on Wednesday, where the board showcased our interactive map. Here's what our auditors did, Tamara, and it was extraordinary. We took the 83,000 mega loans in the Paycheck Protection Program. Those are the loans to small businesses. These are the loans between $1 million and $10 million that were distributed to 83,000 entities across the country. And we found that they went to nearly 14,000 different zip codes. So you can come to OpenTheBooks.com. The map's right on the homepage. You can click on the map, click a pin. In the chart beneath the map, scroll down. You can look at your own zip code. Every pin on that map is a zip code, and you can look in your own hometown as to who received what. Here's what I found in my hometown of Hinsdale, Illinois. The Ferrari car dealer, the Land Rover dealer, each of them got up to $1 million of taxpayer money out of this program.
That is unbelievable. Is there anybody else you want to detail and really tell us?
Yeah, I do. So on the editorial page of the Journal, it was they recognized us as an organization, and I'm very proud of this. We called out Kanye West. He admits to a net worth of $1.3 billion, and his sneaker and clothing company took a PPP forgivable loan between $2 million and $5 million. We called out Francis Ford Coppola. By some accounts, he's worth $400 million. He is, he's the director of The Godfather, one of the greatest movies of all time, very successful winemaker. And for two of his businesses, he took at least $6 million and up to $10 million of PPP money. We were also called out Robert Redford on the editorial page of the Wall Street Journal. His Sundance Institute has $55 million in assets, and they took up to $5 million through this program.
So much for the small business owner, the regular Joes who were needing to get by as part of this so-called small business opportunity. it is frustrating, and obviously this qualifies for the ripoff of the week. Are there any nonprofits? You kind of talk about some for-profit businesses. Any nonprofits, say in the DC area, that qualified and took this money?
Yeah, unfortunately, we found nonprofits dedicated to holding government accountable and limited taking PPP money with plenty of assets on the books. One of them that we highlighted in my Forbes piece was actually very disappointing. It's an organization called Citizens Against Government Waste. Annually, they publish the Congressional Pig Book. They were started in 1984 to help Ronald Reagan cut pork. We looked at their latest 990, and they had over $4 million worth of assets, and they took up to $350,000 from this program. I think that compromises their mission.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that we've learned over the years, thank you, Senator Tom Coburn, is that Washington has a little bit of a challenge doing fuzzy math, don't they? So I think
Tamara, I'm glad you brought up Coburn, because what Coburn told me is that nothing good happens when Congress doesn't have the time to read the bill. This bill authorizing the PPP program was rushed through the United States Senate. Nobody even had a time to see a final copy of the bill before they voted. And so, of course, you have a lot of hands in the honeypot. You have a lot of actors that game the system for their own personal gain. And that's what we see here in the PPP program. You've got a program that was designed to help people who had real needs during a government lockdown of the entire economy, but you have people that didn't need a bailout that are taking the money anyway.
Well, and I think what's really important, again, this is their Open the Books mission is a nonpartisan effort to look at what's happening, to open the books from the municipality up to the federal level. And I think this is such a noble and important mission on behalf of the American taxpayer. Of course, anybody can go to openthebooks.com. Open the Books has all the reports, all the oversight there, news section. You can go and find this interactive map so that you can check your zip code to find out who in your area got a Paycheck Protection Program. But Adam, I think the most important thing, how in the world do these get paid back, or do they even get paid back?
Tamara, the simple answer is no. This money is never being paid back. I mean, it's not even going to be paid back for generations by taxpayers. Look, the loans are forgivable as long as you keep your payroll headcount and if you don't cut the wages of your workforce. So what that means is that the loan turns into a grant paid for over generations by taxpayers. So our children's children and their children are going to be paying off these PPP loans.
So basically what we're saying is Francis Ford Coppola's winery never has to pay that back, in the same way either of the nonprofits that you mentioned have to pay that back, as long as they can prove they kept their employees working and employed as part of that loan, correct?
And that's why we say, Tamara, it's free money. And the line was around the block. People are just lined up for this money, and it's a lot of money, up to $10 million. So it's time to follow the money. I encourage everyone watching this segment here today, this live segment here on Facebook, the ripoff of the week, come to openthebooks.com, click your zip code, see who's received the mega loans, and then call your member of Congress, and all of us, let's hold them accountable for their tax and spend decisions.
Adam, great segment this week. You know what? When Washington has the purse strings, guess what? Anything can happen. So looking forward to a great segment next week and another ripoff of the week.
Thank you, Tamara.
Have a good evening.